Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this matchup right here on the North Catholic Sports Network. We have the North Catholic Trojans against the Hopewell Vikings in this one. North Catholic has opened the season going 2-2 so far. Jack Davison, as we get ready here for first pitch. Mashuda in right field, and Hopewell will start things off with a single.
Yeah, just like that, right off the rip, James Armstrong, leadoff hitter, taking one from Matthew Curtis right above the head of Mashuda. Took Mashuda a second to get an eye on that one. Matthew Curtis, a lefty, has a little bit of an advantage, keeping the runner close to first.
Up at the plates, number 3, Drew Donovan. Donovan, the righty for the Vikings. Curtis throws. This one right down the middle gets Donovan to swing and miss. Armstrong back safe at first.
There, trying to get catcher Matt Madonna throw over as well as pitcher Curtis.
That's in there. First strike. Now Armstrong looking to steal, and he's safe. Ball gets away as he heads to third. Guzowski trying to rush to get there, can't pick it up barehanded, and into third is Armstrong. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. Curtis with his first strikeout of the game.
A nice pitch from Curtis there. Ball just outside the zone. Got Donovan to chase. It's a good bounce back after a leadoff hit.
Comes pitch from Curtis. Hit out to left. Kennedy will scoop it up. Run will score for the Vikings. Single there from Kingston Krotek.
Yeah, that was a good poke. Peddock really had no chance of that one.
Curtis throws outside. Ball 1. Smetana. Here for the Vikings.
Just inside.
2-0 the count. Smetana here with the runner on first. Curtis checking on Krotek. Swing and a miss. Count moves to 2-1. Now Krotek and his steal, and he'll be in there safely.
So even though Madonna's missed first two throws down, he's got a nice pop-up time, and he's very accurate on his throws.
Three and one. Smetana now high. Pop up. Missed though by Gazowski's drops, and Smetana's on first. Hopewell with runners now on first and second. Now up to bat number 4, Logan Tresila. And those high fly balls, Jack, are tough, especially sunny here today.
Yeah, a lot of fielders with sunglasses on. That was a beautiful bunt to move the runners. I don't think Trisella thought it was in play. Out.
James Gill to bat. Next for the Vikings. Has runners in scoring position with 2 outs. That's in there, ball 1.
And what Trisella just did there with the bunt, talking to Matthew Curtis today, he said Hopewell's going to be trying to do that a lot, trying to go with the small ball approach, try to beat the Trojans in the smaller, simpler ways, taking advantage. They're going to take advantage of that
pitch. Gets a hold of
pitch.
that one. That's going to be in the gap. And this is going to bring home both runners. James Gill is in with a 2-run double. So the Vikings
Quick 3-0 lead.
now they're pretty quick here. And they just look really confident at the plate, Jack.
Yeah.
They've been stringing together some good at-bats, and kind of giving Curtis a hard time on the mound to see if he can settle in here.
Yeah, they're not being fooled by his arsenal of 5 different pitches, a lot of different movement that he's got. He's got a 4-seam sinker, sweeper, slider, and changeup. Told me he's going to try to use a lot of that off speed today. But that hasn't been the solution to start.
It's in strike.
That had a lot of movement on that right there. I have a feeling that was his sweeper. Started at the batter's side of the box, moved all the way over to the left. Great pitch.
1-1 the count on McDonald. It's in there, strike 2.
And when you keep mixing in those pitches like that, you can really throw the batter off balance. Curtis maxes out at around an 80-mile-an-hour fastball. So you can see about a 20-mile-an-hour difference in pitches.
Fouled off there by McDonald.
One, two's the count.
And that's popped up. Gazowski calls for it and puts it away for the out, and Hopewell will pick up 3 here in the top of the first. And now we'll get to see what the Trojans bats can do. And they certainly have been able to do a lot, especially last game. They beat the Carrick with 3 RBIs, leading the offense, and junior Landon Eifler earned the win, throwing 3 innings and had 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, the team was really put together last game. Clearly just a statement dominant win, scoring 17 runs. On the mound to start for Hopewell. Number 16, Benjamin McDonald, who just popped out to Gazowski. He, as well as Curtis, double southpaw matchup today.
Through 6 innings against Avonworth. I also played Ambridge as well previously. Ambridge, a big powerhouse in 4A. Someone definitely keep an eye out throughout the season. They split the series with them, lost the first game 3-1, and then won the second 5-2. First to bat for the Trojans. Number 2, Matthew Curtis. On deck is Matthew Madonna. And first pitch swinging here for Curtis. Fouls that away, 0-1.
Yeah, really behind on that first fastball and had to get adjusted to the speed, but I wouldn't be surprised if McDonald goes for an off speed here. Show a little movement. Such as that there, but a little bit outside the box.
That one dusts Curtis off the plate a little bit there. 2-1.
Foul ball from an opposing field. That's not a rarity in these games.
Two the count on Curtis. That's in for a ball at the knees.
Three, two. What you gonna do?
Fouls that away, and that'll go into the field across the way.
Yeah, I remember when I played. That's just constantly when you have all these fields around each other. You gotta be paying attention to your own game as well as other people's.
Right. Keep your head on a swivel. And Curtis strikes out looking, which brings Matt Madonna up to the plate.
Curtis giving the team a little bit of advice as it goes back.
That one's in for a ball. And that's hit her to third baseline, but rolls foul.
Good frame from catcher Smetana.
Yeah, that was.
He really helping his pitcher out on that one. That was pretty clearly on.
1-2 on Madonna. Evens it up, 2-2. First baseman Landon Eifler on deck. And Madonna gets a hold of this. Cracks it to left field. He's in for a single.
Yeah, nice poke from Madonna. Getting the bats going for North Catholic. Got to start somewhere, down 3.
Eifler steps in the box. Don on first. It's in there a little high. 1-0 the count. Donald will check in and the runner on first. That's in there for a strike. Donald throws to first again.
And Madonna's even not given much of a lead over there. Umpire's definitely calling a wider strike zone. Probably to the dismay of Eifler and his high school kids. Can't use any ABS challenge systems.
No.
That's been an interesting new rule to follow in the MLB so far this season, 10 games in.
I don't know what I think about that. Because, I mean, it could, one pitch could make all the difference in a game, especially, as you get in the later innings.
Exactly. And I feel like over this season, you're going to find players strategizing after sort of practicing with the ABS system when they want to use it. Fouled off by Eifler, but say at the end of the game, you have a challenge left, you're down a couple runs, and it's 2 outs. I mean, you might as well use it. If there's a close call not in your favor, I mean, you might as well try to get some kind of call your way. It'll be interesting to see how that goes the rest of the year.
So, I mean, even some of those they call the strikes are like 0.1 of an inch.
Yep. Just anywhere in that strike zone in the ABS system, it'll count as a strike if it even just slightly touches.
Eifler gets a hold of this one, cracks one out to center. Moves Madonna to second. Trojans got 2 on.
Only 1 out. Now with your cleanup hitter and Gazowski is prime positioning. Paddock on deck. Sophomores seem to be the heavy hitters for the Trojans. Curtis, Madonna, and Paddock, all of which sophomores in the top 5 of the lineup. Got a good future ahead of them.
Gazowski's been red hot for the Trojans. As I mentioned earlier, last game, 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. A couple games before that, he went 4 for 4. That was against Chartiers, Houston. He has a chance to do some damage here. 2 runners on. Foul ball, look out.
That was a close one.
Ricocheted right off that pole.
It's about 5 feet away from someone. Dangers of baseball. Beware. Just outside the zone. Full count. Full count, guys, on first and second. 1 out. The pitch.
Ksowski fouls that one away. Stays alive here. Ksowski again fouls that off.
Anything?
And it's outside, and he walks Ksowski. Bases are loaded for the Trojans. And looks like Smetana will have a little visit here with McDonald.
A good eye from Ksowski there. Had to be diligent not to just poke a swing out there. That brings up sophomore Landon Paddock. Bases loaded, 1 out. See what he can do.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. That's inside. Evens the count at 1-1. On deck, senior Riker Kennedy.
First and third base are playing a little bit in. They get the ball, they're likely heading home with it. Try to get the force out. Meanwhile, short and second, playing a little bit deeper. Likely try for a double play. Either of them get the ball.
That might go foul.
That's down.
And it drops. Trojans. 3-1 the score. Base is still loaded.
Yep, everybody just switch spots.
Kennedy comes up to bat. Ball just stayed fair. Hard to tell kind of from the angle we're at, right behind.
Kind of in no man's
Home
land
plate.
out there between first base, second, and right fielder. Didn't seem like really anyone called it either. They're probably just hoping go foul. Just out of the zone for McDonald.
That's high and away. McDonald really having trouble finding the strike zone now. Smetana telling him to calm down. Just find that zone again. And he's going to walk Kennedy, and that'll walk home run.
As much as you don't want to give a big hit, walking and run home is about the worst thing that you can do. And it's just such a confidence breaker, knowing that you just gave him an easy run. And the batter really didn't earn it. Only swung at 1 strike and then 4 straight balls. Now coach will come out for a word. Meeting at the mound.
Yeah, been a tough outing so far for McDonald. Struck out Curtis to start, but from there, Madonna started off the offense with a 1-out single, and things just kind of started to unravel. Yeah.
Yeah, 1-out rally ever since. Now we're up to the 7th man in the order, Shane Earljack. Trying to keep the 1-out rally alive. Adam Mishuda on deck, second baseman.
Earljack, the lefty here for the Trojans. That's in for strike.
Oh, 0-2 count. McDonald find a little bit more confidence.
It's outside. 1-2. In a second. Vikings trying to turn a double play. Throw gets away from him. And Kennedy makes it to third.
That is some good high IQ base running from Riker Kennedy. Seeing that the third baseman had to go get that ball off the error from second and short. And so then there's nobody covering. High IQ play to get an extra bag.
Earljack base safely. Trojans now take the lead 4-3.
At second would have been really close. Meanwhile, Earljack was far from getting to first. I think just the easy out at first would have been a smarter play.
And at this point for the Vikings,
you just need outs. You just got to get out of the inning.
Mm-hmm. Shuda sent one foul. And gets Mishuda to swing and miss, and he goes down on strikes. Second out for the Vikings.
As much as we said McDonald struggled, his fielders really haven't helped him out all that much. There's that tough one out to right field that kind of just dropped in. Error on Davis. Either Davis or Donovan on the play at second. So really, they could be out of this inning at this point.
Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. It's in there. Strike. 2-2 now. And that is hit to right field, up over the head of the right fielder, and the Trojans crushing these into third safely. Mosby with the triple.
The bats are banging today for the Trojans. Huge first inning, we thought, for Hopewell, and now the Trojans have roared back, at least doubling their score.
Now back to the top of the order, Matthew Curtis. 6-3 the score now in favor of the Trojans. Foul tip. That goes outside for ball. Donald trying to get out of this inning. Curtis up in the count, 3-1. That's outside. Ball 4.
We could even see a pitching change already.
And it looks like Trojans will hit a pinch runner. Will Taprani will run for Curtis. And another mound visit here for the Vikings, and it looks like that'll be all for McDonald, as he'll head to right field.
Substitution for Peyton Corker. Corker, a righty. A little bit of a different look for the Trojans.
Corker will warm up here with Madonna getting ready to step up to the plate.
Boys and girls basketball season just wrapped up a couple weeks ago. Both teams made it to the state tournament. Both got out in the quarterfinals, I believe.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I believe so.
The season ended in the quarterfinals after 2 big wins. Senior Jason Fredericks is in the is a finalist, top 3 for 4A.
Deserving.
Absolutely, kid's incredible, especially those 3-point shots. He'll be 5 feet behind the line. You're thinking, what is he doing shooting that? And then it goes in. It's like, wait, this is a normal thing for Jason Fredericks. He'll be going to Franciscan next year to continue playing basketball.
First pitch out of the zone for Corker there.
Wouldn't be surprised if Teprani tries to take second here. Ooh, really calling wide strike zone, especially on that right side.
1-1 the count. Two one. So the bottom of the first here, 2 outs. It's down and away. 3-1.
Trojans a batter around. This is now the 11th batter.
Corker trying to pick off Teprani at first. Makes it back safely. Foul tip from Madonna. 3-2 full count.
Ooh, caught him looking.
That will be it. Vikings are able to get out of that inning.
Escape further disaster, to put it one way. That was a nice, I want to say, curveball from Corker there. Donna thought it was inside originally. Ended up swooping in for a strike. Saved them from further damage.
6-3 Trojans after 1.
Callie, if you would have told me the first inning would have taken 45 minutes, I would have said you're joshing with me. But here we are.
45 minutes later.
Matthew Curtis almost going to have to re-warm up there, but he may have been doing that behind the dugout while they got Teprani out there to run for him. So he may be all right. Well, maybe not. That one went into the... He may need to re-warm up. Get loose again. And here comes catcher Matt Madonna. That was always a really annoying thing for catchers. You have all your pads on, not expecting to get up again, and then the crazy stuff happens. You end up batting again, and then you're one of the last outs and have to get rechanged into all the catcher gear. It's always a bit of a hassle.
Yeah. Takes some skill to hurry up and get all your stuff on and
it's a process.
Be out there.
It's almost like it's a skill. Dedicated work and practice to get it.
Yeah.
The process down.
Eighth batter, number 9. Knobloch. First pitch hits that foul. Two one now on Knobloch.
That ball really had some nice movement on that there. Went all the way across the zone from Curtis's hand to Madonna's mitt.
It's in there for a ball.
Madonna's ready to throw down to Pettock at third, expecting strike 3 to be called.
And Curtis is going to walk Knobloch to start off. Ninth batter, Colin Davis. For the Vikings. Squares up to bunt. Throw down to first. Knobloch's safe. Just outside for a ball. 1-1. And there for strike 2 on Davis. And hits this softly to first. Curtis just beats him to first. Knobloch advances to second. Trojans get the out. And so with one out, we go back to the top of the order with James Armstrong.
He had a hit on the first pitch of the game to start. The dominant hitter. You can just tell it as he steps into the box.
First pitch is outside. And Armstrong quickly up in the count. 2-0. And Armstrong.
Yeah, that one probably shouldn't have been thrown home. I don't think center fielder chance at getting him at home. Probably should have went straight to second, limiting Armstrong to only one bag.
Yeah, as soon as Knobloch saw that ball drop, Started chugging around third and was about halfway to home when that throw was coming in.
And so Armstrong saw that. It's like, I'll just take second then. So the throw with that much air on it.
Kingston Crotech comes in. Swing and a miss. Timeout. This ball flies onto the field. Curtis. Look off Armstrong at second. And swing and a miss, strike three. 2 outs. Here for the Trojans, runner on second.
That's a nice pitch from Curtis. That's the exact same pitch he used to strike out Donovan last time. Just right outside the zone. Got him to chase once again. Krotek last time up, drove in Armstrong.
This is chopped to third. Curtis is over there to get it. Throw is in time. And the Vikings only pick up 1 run.
Yeah, that was really good defense from the Trojans, making sure not to let this high-scoring affair continue, only limit them to 1 run. Kind of take control of things.
And what an effort by Curtis. He
was
on
going the
mound,
opposite way.
Made it all the way over to third, and then
had to make a bit of a turn being a lefty.
Corker's back on the mound for the Vikings.
Yeah, he's going to try to bring a little bit of stability for his team here, but that's going to be difficult.
And Eifler will be up first for the Trojans. This is the first of a 2-game series between Hopewell and North Catholic. They play again tomorrow at 4, but that'll be at Hopewell. And then North Catholic will start their series versus Hampton, kind of the middle pack as far as standings. That ball high infield, pop up. Second baseman Colin Davis is able to reel that in for the first out. And 3 in conference.
I kind of enjoy the high school schedule, how they do 2-game series back-to-back days. Bit of a preview of like the college play as well as MLB and other pro leagues. Kind of mirrors them, but in a smaller way, of course. Only traveling up to an hour away.
Pitch is outside. Trojans with one away. And that's in there for a strike. Zalski caught chasing, goes down on strikes.
Well, Corker's done exactly his job so far. Get the first two guys. He's trying to go for a 1-2-3 inning, and that one was definitely outside the zone there. I just wanted to. It's a good thing that one was a ball. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these, like, maybe is it just the angle we're at?
Maybe,
we're
Callie. We're slightly.
You know.
Yeah, it especially seems like that right side of the box, first base side. Or maybe it's just Trojan bias. I don't know.
That's hit hard by Hetonk, played by the shortstop on to first, and Trojans go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second. Score remains 6-4. And a quick turnaround there for the Vikings, Jack, compared to the first. Corker seems like he's kind of gotten in rhythm now, and he's been really finding the strike zone as of late.
Yeah, he's been the man today. Came in at the end of the first inning to get Madonna on a backwards K, and then 1-2-3 inning in the second. It's the exact kind of comeback you want to see from a relief pitcher. Meanwhile, Matthew Curtis back on the mound for his third inning. I was talking to him today about asking him if there's any kind of pitch count for high school teams, and he said not really. He said only, I think, around 100. Once you start a batter, you can't go like over 100 pitches, which I think is interesting because a lot of the times that's even like major league pitchers, they'll be taken out around 80.
Yeah.
So to think that a high school player will throw like 90, yeah, that's. Callie just looked it up on the Whippeal. No more than 100 in a calendar day or 200 in a calendar week. That is a lot of pitches.
Yeah,
that does not seem good for.
Yeah, a pitcher cannot appear in more than 2 consecutive days of competition.
Yeah. A 16-year-old's arm. But I don't make the rules. Catcher Smetana steps to the plate. He reached on an error last time up.
Smetana down 0-2.
Smetana was tempted to swing on that one. Madonna clearly happy with the placement. It's a good pitch.
And he turns this hard to third. Scooped up and on to first for the first out. Drusilla steps up for the Vikings. High fly ball out to left. That's off the wall. Mosby thrown into the cutoff of Gazowski, and Trisilla is in there with a...
That was a nice shot from Trisilla. That ball, I thought it would just be in the gap, but that ball just kept carrying. Ended up going off the fence. I'd say maybe 8 more feet and that ball is out of here.
Trisilla in with a double. With one away, brings up James Gill. That was first pitch. 0-1.
Gill last time up had a double with 2 RBIs, scoring Krotek and Smetana.
That ball will drop foul. 2. Gill calls time.
I don't blame him there. When pitcher's looking at second for such a long time, it can kind of lock you up in the batter's box.
Bobbled at third by Pettok and Trojans trying to get the out at third. But Trisilla is in there safely. I do get the out.
And I think usually Pettok would make that play without error, but that runner at second kind of gets in your head knowing that once you throw over to third, they're going to try to run over, get an extra bag. So kind of that thought lingering in the back of your mind sometimes force a small error. But nonetheless, he got the job done. Yep.
And he'll hit McDonald.
And that's smart from Ben McDonald. Saw that pitch wasn't all that hard. Said, I'll stand here. I'll take one for the team. Get on base easily.
So this brings in Jacob Knobloch. Runners at first and third. 2 outs.
Right here, try to get back in business. Down 2.
Yeah. And a big swing and a miss there from Knobloch. Trying for some 2-out magic here. Still on third. And it's high pop up. Pettok calls for it, and he's able to rein it in, and that does it. Trojans collect the 3rd out.
That's a nice play from Landon Pettok. Those balls are so difficult to get sometimes, track down, especially out of play near the fence. You got to be wary of your boundaries. Did a great job getting that one.
solid inning as well.
It's his first scoreless. Keeping the scorebook at 6-4. Trojan lead. Heading into the bottom of the third. Cork rules remain in for the Vikings.
Corker had a 1-2-3 inning last time through the order. He'll be looking to do that again here. A little bit of a chilly day for a baseball game.
It's funny, Callie. You just read my mind. I was just about to say that. I was just thinking about that, Callie. And all the players out there wearing long sleeves. I got a blanket on right now. But, yeah.
It's got to be cold for the Pirate game tonight.
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't play till 6:40.
Last couple days. I mean, it was great the first 2 days for opening day. First 2 days of opening weekend. Did not see many people there on Easter Sunday, maybe because of the holiday, but also that weather could not have been all that enjoyable to go out and watch a 3-hour baseball game. And I mean, I think I'll wait till May or June to go see a Pirates game. I mean, yeah, it's just crazy how the weather, it's been going back and forth between beautiful 60 degrees out, and then you got these days where it's 40, windy, the feels like it's in the 30s, and it's miserable. But baseball game it always makes it much better.
Riker Kennedy lead things off for the Trojans. Foul tip.
Last time he walked. Ended up getting an RBI out of the walk. So he walked a run in.
Kennedy hits this one to short. Scooped up on the backhand, and Kennedy is in safely. Good hustle down the line.
Got the backhand, made a nice move. Out.
Hurdle jack up to the plate for the Trojans. Hurdle jack hits this one. And Vikings trying to turn a double play. Throw was dropped by Donovan.
That's Donovan's second drop over there, trying to get a play at second.
If he would have caught that,
And over to first to cover the bag. I think they definitely would have got second. Yeah, you got to make one play. Back to the basics.
See if Mashuda try and bunt here again. Holds, comes in for a strike. Corker checking on Kennedy there at second. Good eye from Mashuda as he pulls back. And this bunt right to the pitcher. Gets the Force out at third. Good play there from Peyton Corker.
Yeah, unsuccessful bunt attempt for Mashuda. He's trying to move the runners, get second and third, and hopefully force an out at first. But Corker with a great play, knowing that he had enough time to get the out at third, get the lead runner.
That's in for a strike.
Two RBI triple last time to right field.
Tries to square up to bunt. It's foul. Two on, one. We'll go down looking. Another strikeout for Corker.
Thought it was interesting. Earl Jack has been on twice, but both times reached on an error. He's kind of gotten lucky thus far.
Back to the top of their order, Matthew Curtis.
Curtis struck out looking to start and then walked. This is his first time facing Corker. The first two times he was up against McDonald.
And a strike there on Curtis. Good eye there from Curtis. Curtis fouls that one off. And will land into right field, the other field.
Of another field.
Other field in right field.
But they didn't have anyone out there, so I'm going to hope that someone gets the ball.
Yeah, someone will notice, hopefully.
Switching between the innings, and Curtis walks. Bases loaded for Matthew Madonna now. I always think it's weird, Callie. Yeah, a name like Matthew Curtis, two first names. It always feels weird broadcasting whenever you're saying a first name, but it's their last name. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but.
Mm-hmm. Matt Madonna up. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Pranny, the pinch runner at first for Curtis. Donna hits this one to third, and Vikings will go for an easy out, and Corker's able to get himself out of trouble. Able to hold the Trojans.
None. Didn't get any because Kennedy got out at third on the failed Mashuda bunt.
The score remains 6-4.
Once again, Madonna the last out. Now has to get
Hurry up
redress
and
and all that catcher gear.
It's funny to me watching, this game now, watching a bunch of MLB games, seeing the pitcher getting the hit, because now in the MLB you have the DH.
Mm-hmm.
So you never see the pitcher hit anymore.
Yeah, it feels weird to see these kids still doing it because now it's a rarity to have any pitchers in the MLB other than the unicorn Shohei Ohtani, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Great hitter and pitcher, MVP. And then the only other person I can think of in this day and age, I think Michael Lorenzen, maybe? It's a bit of a pull. I think he's on the Detroit Tigers now. I think he used to hit a little bit, but I don't know if he does that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really the only two people I can think who still do that in today's game. Of course, Paul Skeens was a fantastic hitter in college as well as pitcher, but got held to one in the big leagues. But I think that suited him pretty well, considering being a Cy Young Award winner in only his second season.
Yeah, I think he found his calling. It's pretty safe to say.
Yeah.
I was looking at, too, the Pirates, Connor Griffin, he was a pitcher, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Coming out of high school?
He was good. To look at his stats, my brother has his rookie card, and we was looking at it the other day, and he had pitched.
That's awesome.
As well.
Huh. I mean, he's got it going for him. He's 6'5". That's what I was watching his first at bat. I was like, man, he is tall. And I just didn't realize it before when he put all those skills together. Also found out from the broadcast, he's only 19. He's married already.
Yeah.
He got married in January to his high school love of his life. I think that's pretty incredible.
That drops in the outfield, and Vikings in with a double.
Misplayed by Mosby. Pulled a bit of a opening day O'Neal Cruz, went in on the ball, then realized, it's behind me.
That was rough.
First thing you always want to think as an outfielder, first step back and then play it from there. Now that brings up the top of the order. Armstrong 2 for 2 and has a steal as well as scored a run. Anything, I wouldn't even blame Curtis for intentionally walking him here. I wouldn't.
Davis there with the double to lead off the inning. Oh, and gets Armstrong chasing there.
I'm going to swing it out of his shoes on that one.
Strike 2 on Armstrong.
Just up in the zone there. Brings up a full count, 3-2.
Armstrong is holding this. It drops at center. Mosby quick to get it in. Runners on first and third. Nobody out, and it's a mound visit here for the Trojans.
That was almost the exact same play from Armstrong last time. Sent one to center field. Mosby threw it home last time, trying to get the batter out. A little bit smarter, just getting it to second. That ball not hit as hard either, so runner at second didn't have as much time, couldn't get it home. Looks like Curtis is going to stay in there for now. I wouldn't be surprised if things start spiraling to see him taken out and get a relief pitcher going. Drew Donovan up to bat 0 for 2 so far.
Squares up to bunt. It's foul, 0-1.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Armstrong trying to take off from first. Try to null and void the possibility of a double play, especially with no outs. Wow. I definitely thought that one was in.
That looked like a strike from up here.
That's the other thing when people are bunting. You kind of, when you're squaring up, you get a little bit lower. That is a great bunt.
Gets this bunt.
And great play from Matt Madonna, letting that ball roll foul. Game hoping that it goes outside of the chalk. Got lucky in that one because that was a great bunt from Donovan.
Runners remain at first and third.
2 strikes, not going to try to bunt anymore.
Donovan. It's it foul. And
just low for Blues liking.
Donovan putting together a great at-bat here.
Yep, giving Curtis everything he can handle.
Armstrong takes off to steal. So both runners now in scoring position.
Full count.
And catches him looking. An all-important out here for the Trojans. Donovan goes down on strikes. 1 away now.
That was a quiet strike 3. I was for a
Yeah,
second I thought that was ball 4. I was like, how? That's right down the middle.
2-0, the count on Krotech.
He's trying to claim that it hit his foot.
Mm-hmm.
Umpire's not giving him any benefits.
Krotech hits this one out to center.
Oh,
Off of
my.
the glove of Mosby. And this is going to bring home at least 2. Chugging the third is Krotech, and he's in with a triple. That brings in 2 runs for the Vikings. We're now tied up 6-6. Here in the top of the 4th.
At this point, Mosby's just in his own head, I think. He's trying to get the ball in to try to hit the runner at home. But
yeah, that'll be it for Curtis, is Peyton Varley comes in, the senior.
and so now 2 runs being scored on the Mosby air. It's a 6-6 tied ball game between the Trojans and Vikings. Trojans are hot first, but ever since that 6-run route, they've been kept at zeros.
Yeah, and when you're in a position defensively in baseball, you got runners on base because you're trying to get them out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're thinking, I have to throw it in, get it in as
trying
quick
to
as
make the
possible,
optimal
but you have
play.
to catch it first.
Yep.
And that's what seems like has been the struggle for the Trojans defensively.
It's like you're trying to make the optimal play. Try to do. And I think that kind of just got the best of the Trojan defense on the last play. But in addition, taught all the way back to like 6-year-old ball. That's why I used to call out like, all right, guys, where's the play? Coaches would call, where's the play? You got to respond first or second first, so that everyone knows where they're going with the ball before the play even happens. And so just having that awareness is key to try to limit errors and play your best ball. So now Varley steps to the mound with a guy on third. And 1 out.
It's in their first strike, 1-1. On Smetana. And he hits this into left. First single brings home Krotech, and Vikings take the lead 7-6.
Now Tricilla, the 5-hitter, 1 of 2 on the day. Last time up, he had that double off the fence, only a couple feet away from being a home run.
Ball 1 on Tricilla. In first strike.
Now Varley being a righty, a little bit more difficult to keep the runner on first.
Pop up. And first. Eifler calls for and he records the out. Two outs now, top of the fourth. James Gill walks up to the plate.
Yep, he's one of two as well. 2 ribbies off a double, just like Drusilla.
And Gill hits this one opposite field.
It's a nice gap shot.
And this brings run all the way to third, missed throw. Headtalk able to retrieve it, holds the runner at third. Gillen with a single. Donald steps up to the plate. Big swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Wish the Trojans had a little bit more control and handle on their throw-ins from the outfield. It seems like when they're getting the ball in, it's kind of been a little bit chaotic and ball going everywhere. They need to get a handle on that a little bit better. And some of that goes into coaching. The Trojans recently, about as a week ago, had their head coach, Andy, step down. So now you got Brian Crawford taking over. It's the new interim head coach. So they're putting a pretty good game together, though, despite the little bit of adversity.
Gill steals second.
McDonald hit by pitch last time up.
Yeah, and McDonald's a lefty. And I remember playing softball. I'm a lefty. I throw right. I bat left. And I'd say about 80% of the time I get hit with a pitch. Because I was the only lefty on the team, and more
Pitchers
often than
at
not,
that age, they're more used to throwing against righties, yeah.
I would just get nailed every at bat.
See, I'm the opposite of you, Callie. I throw lefty, bat righty.
Okay.
So I had a little bit of that southpaw advantage when I played. A little bit. I always loved trying to pick off runners at first because a lot of those younger kids didn't understand that lefty pitchers can just raise their right leg and then step over to first and make the throw over. So a lot of times that built-in advantage kind of gave me an extra tool.
Bases loaded with 2 outs. Here for the Vikings.
And they're going to score some more.
That's hit in the corner and left. Goes past Kennedy. And more runs coming with the Vikings. Huge 2-out double from Knobloch.
Yeah, that was a 3-run shot from McDonald about 10 feet over the head of Paddock. Right into the gap of left field, and then Riker, Kennedy couldn't get a handle on it. That's skied up in the air. Who's got it? Someone got to call it.
Gazowski's there to put it away, and that'll do it. Vikings do some damage. 10-6 is the score here. As we head into the bottom of the fourth.
That was another one of those long innings, Callie. Thought we were done with those after the first.
Yeah, we're going on an hour and a half now.
Yep.
Yeah, game started.
Middle of the fourth inning.
This is when the pitch clock would come in handy.
Oh, yeah. That'd be nice. And the only 2 step-offs or 2 throw-overs. That'd certainly take off a lot of time. Because in that first inning, Curtis, before he even threw a pitch to the second batter, he stepped off at least 2 times, I think. Threw over a couple as well.
It's bad for the Trojans. Landon Eifler.
He's 1 of 2 with a single in the first inning. Corker still out there.
Oh, and that will hit Eifler. First pitch to the side here.
Without any long sleeve on, that probably would have stung in this cold weather.
And Gazowski
That's over the
hits
head.
this to right, and it's deep off the wall. Gazowski headed to second. Eifler rounding towards home, and this will score a run. Gazowski with a 1-run double.
Yeah, Trojans immediately get back on the board, take a run back off of that 10-6, now 10-7 Hopewell lead. That's off of a bit of an errant throw from the right fielder. That's exactly what I was talking about, the Trojans not having great cutoff throws in. That is a very nice.
That's Madonna off the plate there. Big swing and a miss there.
Peddocks 1 and 2 with an RBI on the day.
1-2 the count. Corker checking on Gazowski at second.
That was a bit of an empty threat back there. Shortstop wasn't even on the bag.
Pedog fouls that one away. Stays alive here. It's outside. And Pettick will go down on strikes. Takes one out. This one hits short.
Oh.
That hit Gazowski
Looked like in the back of the
on
head
his
almost.
way to third. I hit him right square in the back.
That was an interesting play. At first I thought great high IQ from Gazowski running on that because kind of able to field it well, but then I was surprised he threw it over to third because that was a tag play compared to the force at first. The Trojans get away, and Kennedy's now stuck in a rundown.
And
balk, they're calling a balk.
Gazowski takes it home. Trojans score another run.
Yeah, Kennedy was trying to get an early steal, made about halfway through, and then Corker turned. Umpire called a balk on that. I was too busy watching Kennedy run into.
Yeah, I wasn't paying
see
attention.
if the pitcher made a legal move.
I mean, he definitely turned after the fact, as he noticed Kennedy.
Yeah,
was,
exactly. But
I don't know.
I don't know if he turned his torso and shoulders too much. I don't know, but either way, the Trojans get a lucky one with Gazowski coming home and Kennedy at second. To make it 10-8. Trojans slowly cutting back into the lead in the bottom of the fourth.
Hurdle Jack up to bat. Takes first pitch, first strike. Earl Jack makes solid contact, hits that one into right. Kennedy running to home, and he's safe. Trojans now within one. It's 10-9.
Trojans getting pumped up in the dugout, to say the least. Doesn't look like there'll be a pitcher change yet. No, just a players' meeting. Brings up Adam Mishuda, the 8-hitter. Struck out, swinging his first time up, then out on a fielder's choice off an errant bunt.
Strike one on Mishuda. Only one out for the Vikings. Mishuda makes contact and it's short. Vikings try and turn the double play, but Mishuda is safe. Hurdle Jack out, so it's second. Mosby up to the plate.
Riker Kennedy and Shane Earljack, only 2 hitters for North Catholic to be on base all 3 times through the lineup so far.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And for the Vikings, leadoff hitter Armstrong, 3 of 3 with 2 steals so far. He's been the engine to this Vikings offense. Check swing from Mosby. Argued by the crowd a little bit. Blue wasn't too happy about that one.
I don't know. I'd say even from here, it definitely looked like he went.
I thought he went, yeah.
That time he did.
Yep.
And Mosby will go down on strikes. Trojans, though, within one as we head to the fifth.
Truly is a chilly day at Russellton Sports Complex. 40 degrees out, they say. Feels like 37. Wind is definitely making it a little bit chillier. I'd strongly argue that it's worse than 37.
Well, now I've noticed now that we've been here for a while, like there's a cold breeze now.
Yeah, just that slight breeze kind of getting at us. I'm sure the players feel it too, kind of just standing around out there. While baseball may not be tiring, it can do a number on you sometimes. Especially, I remember back in the tournament days, like in the summer, like playing tournaments, I'd sometimes have 3 games a day. Just being out in that summer heat, like 90 degrees for so long. And then, like, the tournament lasts all weekend, so you're there, like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, playing all those games. It can do a number on you. Vikings back to the top of their order with Armstrong.
Want to know to start off the fifth? Armstrong.
That was smoked.
Center.
That kid can hit. I'll give him that. He has a nice bat. Beautiful swing.
Armstrong on first. And
throw over to Eifler.
Almost got him.
But he was just slightly out of position. Ball landed between his legs. He couldn't really adjust to make that tag in time.
Upper.
Almost took Varley's head off. Donovan 0 of 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts, 1 swing and 1 looking.
Donovan fouls that one away.
And lucky the games to the right and left of us have ended, so we got a little bit of peace, not as many balls just flying out of nowhere onto the field. Ooh, it's a close one.
Swing and a miss.
Armstrong really taking a toll on this North Catholic defense. Perfect with 4 hits, 3 steals, and then just caused that error. Gave Armstrong a chance to go to third and 4 on 1 out.
Strike 1 on Smetana. It's outside. 1-1. There for a ball, 2-1. Smetana up in the count, 3-1. This one hits third, diving effort from both Pettick and Gazal.
Please.
And it looks like Walter Pranny will sub in for Luka Gazowski. It's short. For Luka Gazowski, it's short.
Had words, I don't know.
Priscilla up to bat. Priscilla up to bat.
2 outs. Trojans trying to get out of this.
Osby gets there.
He's now 2 of 4.
Petrosilla with a single. James Gill up for the Vikings.
Peyton Varley's just got to get out of this inning here. 2 outs. Got to get 1 more. Can't allow either of these 2 runners to make their way back to the plate.
And it's hit foul.
Got a lacrosse practice going on over to our right now. For what looks to be kids around 10 years old, so it's yeah, that a little bit. That might be inbound. Nope.
It'll land foul. Out at second and retires the side.
Much needed play from the Trojan defense. Ready to get out of that. And a much worse and bit of a disaster, but Trojans kept their cool. Only let up 1 to Armstrong, making it home. 11-9 going into the bottom of the 5th. And Corker continues to take the mound.
He's had a good outing.
Yep, only holding the Trojans to 3. A banger first inning of 6. Trojans are going to be back to the top of their lineup for the 4th time around. Curtis, 0 of 1. A backwards K in that one out, and he's walked twice. Sure, he's eager to get a hit.
Curtis steps up to the plate. Bottom of the fifth. Takes first pitch, first strike.
It's a nice pitch from Corker. Looked outside all the way through. The end just snuck into the zone.
Curtis. Slow roll. Corker gets ahead in the count. 0-1 on Madonna. It's just outside. 2-1. And
gets him.
Madonna hit by a pitch. He'll take his base, and this will bring up Landon Eifler.
He was hit by pitch last time out. Well, usually throwing breaking stuff to start the count, and it's really been working for him.
One out, one on for the Trojans.
Sky
foul.
behind us. Those are always a bit scary. Those just come out of nowhere. And you got a soccer practice behind us too. Yeah. Short, last inning.
That's interesting.
Short, last inning.
That's interesting.
It
that you can
is.
sub in and out like that.
It's definitely not like that in the pro major leagues. I wasn't sure. I've been so out of the loop with high school baseball for a while. Wasn't sure with all the rules.
Guzowski hits this one up the line.
Just
Foul.
That would have been a double for him. Maybe scoring Eifler. That kind of ball. I remember when I obviously much different, a little more strict in high school out and then right back in.
Yeah.
Because then you have like soccer rules where you're in the game for maybe 55 minutes, then you get subbed out, and then you're just done fast of the game no matter what. And you only get like a certain amount of substitutions too in some leagues.
Guzowski draws a walk with 2 outs. And watches that one for a ball. Alex skies this one to right field. And a good catch made in foul territory.
Almost overrun by McDonald there. Trojans miss out on an opportunity to tie the game. Keeping it 11-9 heading into the top of the sixth. And now it looks like Luka Gazowski is coming back into the field and taking the mound. Relieving VAR.
Trojans down by 2 runs. Be looking to hold the Vikings here in all important last 2 innings. And Jack, our next broadcast will be on Thursday, doing a doubleheader boys and girls lacrosse. That'll be right here on the North Catholic Sports Network.
Yeah, that'll be a good one at J.C. Stone Field. I believe girls are first at 4 o'clock, I want to say. 4:30. 3:30. Pardon me. 3:30 for the girls. Boys game will be immediately following, probably about 20 minutes after. Maybe 5:30-ish. Giving you estimates here, guys.
6?
6. Okay, lacrosse takes a bit longer than expected. But nonetheless, tune in. It'll be a good one at J.C. Stone. Look, is the schedule right in front of me, and I'm missing it.
Okay. Yeah, 3:30 and 6.
It's right in front of me. I'm missing it. That's my bad. That's my fault.
Quaker Valley.
Quaker Valley, up. Should be a good matchup.
And this is cracked. Out to
That's out of there.
right field, and it's a home run. What a hit from Benjamin McDonald. Goes yard and puts the Vikings up 12-9.
And I was just thinking before that pitch, I'm glad to see Gazowski throwing a bit of heat. Haven't really seen much speed today from from any of the pitchers. A lot more of the breaking stuff. So Gazowski trying to just throw the hot hand. But I feel like he may have threw too many of those in a row to McDonald. Got accustomed to the speed and took that ball for a ride to right center. I think McDonald got kind of lucky too, because just to the left of there, that fence gets about 10 feet taller. And so if that ball is a couple feet to the left, it may not get over.
Yeah, that was definitely more of a line drive
Yeah.
home run.
Bit of an unexpected knock. It's McDonald's 4th RBI of the day. It's 2 of 3 hit by pitch. That home run. Now Knobloch up. He's 1 of 2 with 2 walks.
Knobloch draws the walk. Kozlowski trying to settle in here.
Got Davis looking at his cheater card about like signs and plays. This looks like.
Got to review it with coach, I suppose.
I guess. I don't know. I didn't know that was allowed. I think it's interesting that high school players have that because like you've always seen that in professionals, like them checking the cards and especially like in the outfield. But I've never seen high school players use those before.
And that's line drive, center. And runners now in scoring position, 2nd and 3rd for the Vikings. No outs.
That was a perfectly timed steal from Knobloch. He was already only about 10 feet away from second base. That ball went past short. He was pretty easily able to get to third, draw a throw over, letting Davis get to second. And now there's going to be some quick Trojan defensive adjustments as Kozlowski didn't show much control on the mound. But he still may stay in. We'll see.
Looks like Peyton Book will take over center field. Adam Mishuda.
Short?
We'll go to third.
He's going to short.
Short. And
That's what Curtis is going to first now.
okay, Curtis is
Okay.
first, Eifler third.
Shoot a short. And second. Can't tell who that is out there. It's before Mishuda was at second, so I'm rearranging the puzzle pieces here.
It's in first strike. Back to the top of the order.
As much as it hurts me to say, I think I'd walk Armstrong here. I think I would just to load the bases, put force out at home. I just don't think you want to let this guy be the but if Kozlowski's able to blow by him, I mean,
1 and 2 on Armstrong here. Good pitch from Gazowski, but that'll run as a ball. That comes in on Armstrong.
Almost hit him. I thought it did for a second. Got a sound like it almost hit his cleat. 3-2.
At home. Pinch hitter coming in for Donovan. Number 7, Javion Lindsay.
Probably a smart coaching play from Hopewell here. Getting Lindsay in rather than Donovan, who's been 0 for 4 on the day. 3 strikeouts. Trying to switch it up a little bit. Like the move. Especially with no outs, might as well just take a chance. I thought that one was a little bit low. But
Lindsay down 1. Taking off to steal is Armstrong, and he's in there safely. Got Lindsay to chase there for the strikeout. One away. Protech up to bat. It's good contact in left. Kennedy is there. Gets it to Eifler, but runner will score. Colin Davison at home extends the lead 14-9.
it's a smart play from Gazowski and Eifler. Just throw it over to third, just in case the runner. In case, you never know.
Ball 1 on Smetana. Off. And
Gingerly there. Hurt his lower back, like left lower back almost.
it
Have to
looked like
watch
it when
that.
he had fouled that pitch off. He kind of grimaced there at the plate.
Yeah, we'll see if he comes back out right away. He's a catcher.
Now we enter into the bottom of the 6th. Trojans down 14-9. And it looks like Corker will come out for yet another inning.
Yeah, he's
for the
gotten the job
Vikings.
done. I'll give him credit. He's kept the Vikings in play. The offense has done their job. It's interesting. I haven't seen him bat, though. So
No. Mm-mm.
I'm going to do a
It
deep
is.
dive on the rule book before our next game, Callie. I'm going to know every substitution rule before our next outing.
I don't know. Maybe your pitcher doesn't have to bat.
I don't know. Riker Kennedy will be the leadoff batter for the Trojans. With Kennedy, Earl Jack, and Mashuda.
Here's Kenny looking to get something going on the offense. And it's in there for a strike. Makes hard contact right to third.
Took a moment there. Had to adjust a bit at the plate. Thought it was a bit inside. But then stayed loaded. Got a hit off, but just maybe wasn't exactly what he wanted. But Corker's been throwing a really nice breaking ball today.
How's that one away? Field. Donovan's there for out number 2.
Time's quickly dwindling away for the Trojans. They really need to start a bit of a rally here. Maybe it won't be this inning. But at least when the top of the order comes up in the bottom of the 7th, they better get the bats going. All right, now we got Brady Trout on deck. Into bat. Or would usually be Mosby.
Shooter.
Nice rip out of bounds.
Fouls it away again. This one goes right up the middle. And a 1-2-3 inning for Corker.
Nice play by Donovan Way to attack the ball. Go get it. Don't let the ball come to him. Otherwise, Mashuda probably makes it to first. Good charge at the ball.
Head into the top of the 7th. Final inning here. Gazowski back out on the mound. Unique windup. He kind of does like a stutter step. If you noticed before he.
It's like a double
This is the
step.
ball, yeah.
At least the start there, it's like diagonal to the plate. I don't know, I was always pretty direct though. I just stand on the mound, leg lift, plate. It wasn't anything.
Yeah, there definitely are some bizarre windups. From the Trojans at second. But the ball drops.
I think Trout had that one there. Book came running in, as well as the right fielder. It's a confusion from the Trojans.
This is hit hard. Up over the head of Arnold Jack. And it's second and third for the Vikings to lead things.
Donna trying to coach his pitcher through. Gil, he's 3 of 4, 2 ribbies, and 2 doubles. He's put together a good resume on offense today, as well as many other.
Plate homered in his last appearance. Big swing to start the at-bat. It's foul. Foul tip. Donald falls 0-2. Fouls that off again. Right into soccer practice.
Yep. Yeah, we got practice all around us now. No open fields.
One and two now the count.
Ooh.
Strike three. Strikeout for Gazowski. High pop up. And Eifler. A great catch.
That's fantastic. I thought that was going out of play. Great catch from Eifler. He seemed a little bit surprised that he caught it himself. It's like, look what I found here. The Trojans quick to get 2 outs after being in a bit of a hole, second and third. Bit of a hold off on some foul balls, and then a little bit slower moving pitches, then went right back to the fastball after getting McDonald maybe a little bit off with those 2 other pitches.
Runners in scoring position with 1 away. That's inside. Gazowski walks Knobloch. And right back to the top of the order, James Armstrong steps in.
Davis right there. That's the guy that you had to get out. You did not want to bring this.
Bases loaded with 1 away. What a play by Mashuda to keep it in. Runner will score, but I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Mashuda kept it in.
Problem was there is Trisilla was trying to play mind games with Gazowski, kind of dancing. Get him on a throw down from Madonna. But because Eifler was so far over, couldn't get over to that hit.
Count evens up 1-1 on Don. Two and one now the count. And that gets away from Madonna. Close play at home. Diving effort from Gazowski, and he is out. What a play by the Trojans. Excellent hustle by Madonna to get to that ball, and Gazowski diving effort at home gets the runner out. And we will head to the bottom of the 7th.
Trojans down 15-9. It's funny, on that couple pitches ago when Gazowski threw one kind of into the dirt, Madonna had to make a nice scoop, look down at third, and runner kind of thought about going. I thought, maybe if one went past Madonna, kind of bounced off the brick wall, get lucky. Have a runner go and get an easy tag, and that's sort of what happened on that play. But with the man, Peyton Corker at the mound still, the Vikings coaching staff, I don't blame them for not taking him out. He's been gold during the majority of this game, only letting up 3 in the 5.5 innings he's pitched.
He has definitely been the difference maker for the Vikings in this one. Trojans just really haven't been able to
it's just that first
figure him out.
That first inning, they got the big
Trout. And yes.
Maybe for Trout, that goes back to the little bit of inexperience with this umpire strike zone. That one has kind of been called all day on the right side of the plate. And so that being Trout's first plate appearance, didn't go for it, and Curtis is out off a grounder to first base, bringing up their last hope in Madonna.
2-out magic, possibly.
You never know, 2-out
maybe.
rally. Used to be a little chant And do like 2-out rally. Everybody gets a hit. So you never know. And it happens.
I like it.
It
I like
happens
it.
sometimes.
Need the rally caps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Putting the hats on inside out, backward, sideways, whatever you can do.
And Madonna skies this one in the center. And that'll do it. The Vikings are victorious 15-9 over the Trojans. And I think the big thing, as we just said, Jack, for the Vikings was pitching. Corker really kept them in it, had a couple 1, 2, 3 innings. And the Trojans just couldn't seem to get anything going after that first inning. And on the other hand, the offense just kept rolling for Hopewell in this one.
Yeah, Hopewell. They didn't have just one inning where they scored runs. They went, throughout the 7 innings, they went 3-1, 0-6-1, 3-1. So only the third inning is the only time when they didn't score runs. Meanwhile, they scored runs in 2 innings. That's kind of the difference where Hopewell kind of tacked on runs as they went compared to the Trojans, just 2 big innings.
Well, that will do it for this one, folks. Don't forget to tune into our broadcast on Thursday starting at